Thomas and Friends, Book 20, Stepney the Bluebell Engine. This is a story about Stepney the Bluebell Engine. One day I sent him to work with Mavis and Toby at the quarry. I told him to leave it before it got dark, but he didn't listen to me. Stepney usually works with his friend Rusty, but one day the Fat Controller said, "I hear you could do it with a change of scene, so I want you to help Toby and Mavis at the quarry." "Thank you, sir," Stepney said. "Shall I be away for long?" "Just today," said the Fat Controller, "and make sure you leave the quarry before it gets dark. It's very easy to get lost up there." Stepney soon arrived at the quarry. Toby and Mavis were waiting for him. "We're glad you're here to help," said Toby. "We have lots of work to do." "Are those my trucks?" asked Stepney. "Some of them," said Mavis. There are lots more waiting in the sidings." "The more the merrier," said Stepney happily. Stepney really enjoyed working with Mavis and Toby. Later that day, the quarry foreman spoke to Stepney's driver. "Do you want to take the night special to the building site on the new branch line?" he asked. "Yes, please," said Stepney's driver. He had forgotten the Fat Controller's warning about how easy it was to get lost up there in the dark. Soon, night came. "Be careful, Stepney," said Toby. "It gets really dark on the hillside tracks." "I will," said Stepney. "Thank you for a lovely day. I do hope I can come back soon." "Watch out," said Mavis. "The line can be rather spooky at night." "Thanks for the warning," said Stepney as he puffed away. Stepney made a delivery. Once everything had been unloaded, he set off for home. That was when the trouble began. It was foggy, so Stepney could hardly see where he was going. "Mavis was right," he said nervously. "Suddenly, everything does look rather spooky." "There's a signal box," said his driver. "The signal is turned to green, so someone must be expecting us." But the points had been accidentally set in the wrong direction. Stepney and his driver didn't realize that they were carrying down the wrong track. After a while, they realized they didn't know where they were. "We're lost," Stepney's driver. "I think we should wait here until the fog clears." Suddenly, they heard a noise. "What's that?" said Stepney nervously. As the fog cleared, they realized they were in the scrapyard. Stepney's driver and fireman went to find the foreman. Two diesels approached Stepney. "You make good scrap, Stepney," they said. "Help!" cried Stepney, but no one heard him. The diesels took Stepney to a smelter shed. "Goodbye, Stepney," they said. Stepney looked up nervously. There was a huge grabber moving down towards him. "But I'm not meant to be scrap," he cried. "It's too late now," said the diesels. But just as the machine was about to grab him, it suddenly stopped. The Fat Controller had turned it off. He had saved Stepney. "Oh, thank you, sir," said Stepney gratefully. "You're very lucky that I decided to visit this yard tonight," said the Fat Controller sternly. "I can't always be around to save you, Stepney. You had to be more careful." Stepney promised to always listen to warnings from then on. Stepney's driver was in trouble too. He had agreed to do the night job without asking the Fat Controller first. He was very sorry for the trouble he had caused. He promised he would always ask the Fat Controller in future before taking on any jobs. "I learned something useful from this," said Stepney. "What's that?" asked the Fat Controller. "I've learned that there's no place like home," Stepney said. "That's very true," said the Fat Controller, "and that's where you're going now." When Stepney got back to the station, he told Rusty all about his scary time on the foggy hillside and his near miss at the scrapyard. Even though it had been exciting to work somewhere different for a while, Stepney realized that he was happiest working on the Fat Controller's railway with his good friend Rusty. The end.